David Pastrnak has done it. On this team, the second worst team in the Eastern Conference, and might be right back at the basement by the end of this regular season. This terrible Bruins team, David Pastrnak has gotten to 100 points. He's done it for the third year in a row, but without any question, this is the most impressive. It almost defies all logic that David Pastrnak has 100 points this season playing for this team. Playing alongside Pavel Zacha, Casey Middlestat, Elias Lindholm, Morgan Geekie. And he's got 100 points. And he also hit the 60-point plateau for 5-on-5 play yesterday. He is the first player in the NHL this year to score 65-on-5 points. The first one. Not Draisaitl, not McKinnon, not Kucherov, not McDavid, not Matthews. David freaking Pastrnak did that. And by the way, he's rewriting the history books because he had, before going into this game, he had hands in 11 straight Bruins goals, which is a franchise record. He extended that even more to get to the point where he had a hand in 13 straight Bruins goals. Think about that. That's like 5 games for this team where you cannot score a goal unless 88 is on the ice. And he joined some elite company. No one had done that in the NHL since 1999. And the only three players in the history of the league who have gotten at least 12 points in at least 12 straight team goals, Jaromir Jagr, Mario Lemieux, and Wayne Gretzky. You might have heard of them. They're 3 of the 10 or 12 best players of all time. That's the company that David Pasternak's running with. And now has 62 points in 5-on-5 situations. Like that is an incredible achievement. To me, that is the individual achievement of the year in the NHL. And nothing really comes close. There are none of these basement teams have a guy doing what David Pastrnak is doing. So I have pounded my chest over it for weeks and months now that David Pastrnak should be getting MVP consideration. I changed my mind last week to say that he shouldn't be getting MVP consideration. He should win the Hart Trophy for the league's MVP. He should win it. And if the 100 points on this dog shit team does not convince you of that, how about the fact that Morgan Geekie scored his 30th goal of the season last night? Do any of you that don't watch the Boston Bruins know who Morgan Geekie is? No, you don't. He's gonna get millions of dollars off the back of David Pastrnak. Nice little player. He shouldn't be scoring 30 goals. David Pastrnak is the only reason why. And think about that. More than half his points are coming 5-on-5 with those teammates. And with literally nobody else on the roster, nobody that's an offensive threat. So every time an opposing team is going to play the Boston Bruins, they key in on one guy, follow whatever 88's doing. And he's got the puck on his stick a lot, so he's still going to have a lot of giveaways. But this is an unfathomable accomplishment for this Bruins team to have a guy scoring 100 points. And he's doing it for the 3rd straight year, by the way. But this is absolutely the most impressive. And I can't. What really hurts after all of that is thinking about this amazing accomplishment and thinking, guy's still in his prime. He's not going to be 29 until May. And he'll still be in his prime at 29. And this is where the Bruins are at. This is the roster they've put around him as a 28-year-old. You know, if he had Bergeron still, or God forbid, someone like Mitch Marner on his line, I mean, he might get 140 points. Like, he's that good. He is that good. Like, he needs to be in that discussion. I guess there's still the, like, McDavid, McKinnon, Matthews are like all world. But still kind of in that upper echelon, that highest echelon would be Cale Makar, would be Nikita Kucherov, would be a Leon Draisaitl. You know, these guys David Pastrnak has to be in that consideration. He has to be. Because you could say, oh, well, he played for great teams. He did it with Marchand and Bergeron. Can't use that. Can't use that company line anymore. The guy is for real. And I think he's a lot closer to those McDavids and Matthews than people think. Not saying he's McDavid, but I don't think he's that far off. And it is malpractice that the Bruins are just going to piss away his prime because of their horrible roster management the last couple of seasons. And it would be even more egregious if the Jacobs family and Bruins ownership does not make a change in their front office to do what they can to get someone else to make the draft picks, to make the deals, to make the free agent signings, to get a freaking team around this guy. They would be the worst team in hockey if he wasn't on the roster or if he was hurt for any significant amount of time. They would be the worst team in hockey. They're not that far off from it. But you see just how much he contributes to this team. So if we're talking about the Hart Trophy as the most valuable player in the NHL, it should be David Pastrnak. No disrespect to Kucherov, no disrespect to Draisaitl. It should be David Pastrnak. There's no one with more value to their team this season than him. And it might not even be particularly close. Dustin Wolf might be the next best guy. Anyway, in that category anyway. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. How amazing was this season from David Pastrnak? And what do the Bruins have to do to make sure they get something around him before it's too late? Let me know in the comment section. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, bringing you nothing but Boston sports talk 5 days a week. Check out the other videos on the channel, talking a lot of Bruins on this one as well as some Patriots draft strategy and the Celtics looking to go back-to-back. Keep an eye on that. Find us on YouTube live at high noon Eastern time, 5 days a week. And then wherever you get your podcasts, Zach Burke keeps us on the air. I'm your host, Cam Stewart. We will see you tomorrow on a little ditty we like to call The Cam Show.